Hello everybody, and welcome to my new video. This is just another update. My last video I did, I was talking about a test, or I'm sorry, no, I was talking about how I failed my exam at the end of my semester of school, or whatever you want to call it, the end of my month of school. So I wanted to give you all a little bit more update. Now, I failed that test, but when I went in for my advising appointment on the 6th of November, on Tuesday, she was basically wanting to put me back where I started last January when I first started going there. And I was like, no thank you. So she let me go back to her class, which I'm very thankful for. Also, she told me I was going to have to go in, the next day as well. I have to come into school the next day as well on the 7th because I had to take a pre-GED test. And I had to take one in science and one in reading. Now, a perfect score is a 600. A passing score is a 415. On my science test, I got a 420. On my reading test, I got a 590. And I'm not saying that in a boastful way. I'm just, for those who wonder. And I got that done, so I'm very happy about that. I failed one test, but I passed two. That should just be optimistic. You can use that as an example to be optimistic, You might fail at one thing, but pass it two, But, anyway, that just made my day. Well, so I was off for the rest of the week. Now, my mother had to be rushed back to the hospital because she was in severe pain and real dizzy and just didn't feel good. So we took her back to the hospital, and they said she's fine. They doped her up on morphine and sent her home with some pain medicine, and she won't take it, but they sent her home with it. And, she's doing better, and I thank you guys so much for, the ones who have been praying for my mother, have been praying for us. Now, her surgery is Wednesday, I think. It's the 14th of November. So yeah, I think it's Wednesday. I go back to school tomorrow for 2 days, and I'm off for the rest of the week, and I'm excited about that. It's my first week back for, something to be excited about. I don't know if I should share this with you or not, if I should just make a completely new video. Well, no, I'm not going to share that. What was I? Oh, yeah. To those out there who are, whether you're in college, in high school, trying to achieve, higher goals at a job or just in life in general, always look to Jesus Christ. You know how much I pray when I'm at school? I am just sitting there every time she gives me a test. When I see her calling people out of the class to go up to the board and answer questions, I am sitting there praying, Jesus, please don't let her call on me. I don't know the answer, Or I'm praying, Jesus, please help me do good on this test. Before I took these 2 GED tests, I was sitting there praying, like, Jesus, please help me do good on these tests. Help me, Jesus. And he did. I mean, Jesus pretty much took that test for me, And I'm thankful for all that. I'm just encouraging you. If you are doing something in life, you think, well, maybe I should pray about it. Yes, if you want to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, yes, pray about it. Hey. But, anyway, being silly again. Just pray about everything in your life. No matter how insignificant it is to you, when you pray to Jesus about it, it pleases him that you're reaching out to him for his answers. Okay? Hello. For those of you who are parents, you know how it is when, your child comes to you with something. Think of it like that. Jesus is happy when you come to him for everything. So, but I will say this, don't get it twisted. Prayer without work is dead, all right? You're going to pray for something, you got to work at it as well. Give Jesus something to work with, I guess you could say. If it's a test, study. Pray and study. If it's a life accomplishment, depending on your situation, do what you can do. If it is a relationship situation, do what you can do. If it is a job situation, put in your hardest, you know. Just don't, like I said, prayer without work is dead. So be careful about that one. But anyway, I was just wanting to give you guys an update on how everything was going in my life, and I'm probably going to have a new video up, you know, and I don't know what points I'm going to make, and it's just going to be a totally random video. So, if you guys want to watch that, you know where to find me. And thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you guys so much, and if I can help anybody out there with anything at all, whether it be with God, whether it be with anything, any advice I could give you, anything I can do, pray for you, anything. Or if you have a video request that you want me to do, you know, you want me to make a video on a specific topic, put it in the comment section below, guys. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. And until next time, be safe and be blessed. Bye.